What is going on, everybody? My name is Ciara Lawler. Welcome to the week of Movie Mondays. This is the Heroes for Hire podcast. We are back again talking all the week's movie news, entertainment news, and just generally having a bit of a chit chat about all things to do with film. Ooh. As always, I'm joined by my partner in crime, Mr. Sean Meehan. Sean, how's it going?
I'm doing good, Connor. I'm doing good. Now, I don't know if you want to talk about this on the podcast.
Go on.
But you told me the second I saw you today, you said, guess how much I spent at the cinema.
So this is our Birds of Prey special.
Absolutely.
So to do that, we would have to go to the cinema.
And go see the film.
That would be, I would think that would be the one necessary recommendation for this show.
We'll wing it.
We'll just see what happens. Guess.
Just guess.
I think that happens.
According to Wikipedia.
Read the Wikipedia plot. Yeah. That sounds good.
Jeez, I must see that.
Yeah, I went to the cinema last night, and you just turn up, and I had that awkward moment where you're at the till and I had the money in my hand, Sean.
Yes.
I had a 20 in my hand.
That's the most amount of money you can have.
All I wanted was a ticket and a drink and a bit of popcorn.
Bit of popped corn.
A bit of popped corn. So I had the 20 in my hand. Handed it up to the guy. He says €24. 24.
Good Lord.
I had the awkward moment where I had the 20 and I put away the wallet.
You thought this transaction's finished.
This is done. Put the change in my bag. Even if he only gives me 10 cent back, it's fine.
It's fine. I'll deal with that.
Surely can't be over 20.
24,
sir. Is more than 20. So I had the awkward moment where you have to reach back into your wallet, pull out another 5.
Pull out the card. Say, I can't tap it. You have to put it in the machine.
Oh, sure, it'd be easy spending if we're tapping it, wouldn't you?
You're better off not having it. So that was your experience.
Oh man, I'm already against this movie from the get-go. I was
just on a financial level.
I was mad. I was mad going in.
And you're mad leaving.
Oh, mad leaving. Oh god.
Just seething for an hour and 45 minutes.
I wasn't even listening to the movie.
You're saying like €24.
What? That's fucking bollocks.
He's talking to the person beside you. Here, do you know how much that cost?
And they're in the cinema. Yeah, I paid the same. Yeah, it's mad.
Aren't you livid? Yeah, aren't you?
So this is our Birds of Prey spoiler special.
Yeah.
I was going to say, should we go non-spoilers first? But it's a spoiler special.
It's a spoiler special. I think we don't enjoy talking non-spoilers.
No, I will just ruin it.
Yeah, so we're just going to limit our audience right from the get-go.
Let's just go all in. If you've seen this movie, then fair play to you. Keep on listening. If you haven't, take that story about the €24 to heart and just go off.
Just go off. You have a free pass this
week. There's nothing for you.
Also, I just want to put blanket statement. Spoilers for all DCEU movies as well.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're already out and will probably spoil something from somewhere.
What I want to start off first with is not the actual plot itself,
good.
But Wikipedia will be here in a second. But just the whole story around this movie, and in regards to a lot of people saying it's bombed.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a complete, it's I don't know. I think it's wrong to say that, because I think they just overestimated how much they would make in the first place.
Yes, and I think there's a lot of other factors about how a movie makes money.
Yeah, I think, opening weekend or whatever, worldwide, it made $80 million.
Yeah.
Which any other movie makes $80 million, and you're like, wow. The problem is, it was $80 million global. Domestically, I think they made 35.
Yeah.
But I think they had predicted a 55 domestic and 110 opening. So when they got less than that, they were like, well, we're bombing.
Lads, this is it.
This is it, we're done.
We can't come back. But to put that in comparison, Sonic came out and that's made $65 million and everyone's like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
It's and this is an R-rated movie as well.
R-rated movie, yes.
We can't forget about that.
If this had been a PG-13, this makes $50 million easy.
Yeah.
For first week.
Because that's just people going to see it.
A Suicide Squad, I think that made $50 million. I don't have the figures on me, but I'm assuming it did.
Yeah, I remember it being grand.
Yeah.
In terms of money.
But weirdly, I think that it could be a good thing, because for all of the previous movies, people have been burned by DC before.
Yeah.
And so what happens is Batman vs Superman had a massive opening weekend. Suicide Squad, massive opening weekend.
Yeah.
And then there's this little thing called word of mouth. And people are like, that's dog shit.
There's a little phrase called once bitten, twice shy.
And people are like, maybe I won't go see it. Or, I'm thinking of seeing Suicide Squad. You see the last night, Tom? What did you think? Oh, it's bad.
Oh, I paid €24 for
Yeah,
that.
€24.
Like, I think a lot of this is people not trusting the DCEU.
But this will have legs.
Absolutely, and all of the things that are good in this film are great. The slip-ups in it, and there are a few slip-ups.
There are.
I think you can forgive that, and I think ultimately it's a good movie, and it's one of the most visually interesting DC films we've had, which I think is important.
Are you saying you don't like dull and grey and sad?
Oh, CGI fog is the best thing.
CGI fog and aliens are the only thing I'll take in.
Only way to go.
If I don't see Batman with a gun, I'm walking out of that.
Even though I paid entry, as I've already said.
24. No, that's the last time.
We'll drop it. I'll drop it. But this movie also will do well, like merchandising. How many Harley Quinn t-shirts sold after Suicide Squad, which is a dog shit movie?
Yes. But the only issue with this is they've actually changed the name. Did you see that?
They changed it like this week.
Yeah, literally, I think it was, I was reading a review and what the guy said, they literally changed the name in the hour I was in the cinema. I walked into Birds of Prey and I walked out with Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey.
Yeah, because it was Birds of Prey and the fantabulous approximation of one Harley Quinn.
Yes.
And
rolls off the tongue.
It really does. And they changed to Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey. I think it should be Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey.
Yes.
But also, this is not a Birds of Prey film.
No, it's a Harley Quinn movie.
It's a Harley Quinn movie through and through. And Margot Robbie shines in it.
Margot Robbie is Margot Robbie. She's like an absolute star.
She's an unreal actress.
Yeah.
But I think that this movie is very much the prequel to a Birds of Prey film that we might not get anymore if this doesn't make as much as they want.
Which is sad.
It is sad because I do like the Birds of Prey in this. Specifically Huntress. I think she's real good.
Do you?
I like the Huntress character.
We're going to disagree on that.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, there's another character that I think we'll agree on.
Okay,
and that's
good.
Cassandra Cain.
Did we both hate her?
She's not done well. No. I don't think. Not about the actress, but the right. I think, broadly speaking, I think this is, I have it written here, good actors, visuals and fights let down by a screenplay.
Yeah, the script is a bit iffy.
Yeah.
I think, as you said, it's well cast and all the actors are giving it them all, but like some of the scenes just don't work.
Yeah.
Or, for example, Cassandra Cain, I'd said hate, but really what I meant was, like, she's Cassandra Cain in name only.
Exactly.
That's not Cassandra Cain in any way.
No, and it's not even like pre the Cassandra Cain we know.
No, pre Cassandra Cain is even more of a mute than it is. So Cassandra Cain is like this ultimate assassin, daughter of Lady Shiva and David Cain from the League of Assassins. So Lady Shiva is like Shiva in the DC universe is the greatest fighter. She taught Batman everything he knows.
Yeah.
And she's basically, if you fight Lady Shiva, you die. And Cassandra Cain is her daughter and David Cain, who's basically one below Ra's al Ghul.
Second in command of the League of Assassins.
So that's a pretty good two parents. She's raised to be mute, so David Cain raises her in the League of Assassins to be a mute. And so because if she can't talk, then she can use the energy that she would use to form words to predict her opponent's next moves in a fight.
She becomes very, like, she can pick up on the tiniest of cues, like, visually.
So she knows how to block or kick or duck.
Yeah.
And becomes the ultimate killing machine.
But in this, she's kind of just a thief.
She's just a kid who's a pickpocket.
And a bit of a brawler.
Yes.
Like, that's kind of it. And they're all kind of brawlers in this. Which, actually, some of the... There are a couple of exceptions to that. Which is the fight in the police station.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that, yes.
And the fight in the locker room. The evidence lockup area.
Yes.
Yeah, I just want to bring those up.
I count that as the same scene, because it's like a continuation.
It progresses, yeah, fair.
The stakes keep getting higher as it goes along.
Yeah.
So I think we can do the usual thing where we'll go through the story in a loose way.
Yes.
Plus, say what we like, what we dislike, and then at the end we'll go through the cast and see who stood out and just random facts, random thoughts we have.
Okay.
Any other business?
Aub. I don't know how to say that.
They never invite you to AGMs.
Agams.
Oobs. So it starts off, this is the Harley Quinn intro. The first 15 minutes are all just Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
She's explaining her breakup from the Joker. You see her life now, how she got kicked out, and then her blowing Ace chemicals up.
Yes.
That's the first 15 minutes.
And that's solid. That's where the movie needs to go. It's cool. I enjoyed this. Like,
it's a fun start.
It is a fun start.
You have to be in on Harley Quinn, the character, though.
You do, and you need to... I see a lot of people comparing this to Deadpool.
Yeah, it wants to be Deadpool.
It does a bit without being the talk straight to the camera
Deadpool.
But I don't mind a narration. What I don't like in this film is...
Oh, yeah, here we go.
The structure of it.
Yeah, no, really don't like the structure.
No. And I feel it's a crutch.
Yes.
To where people are like, oh, it's interesting storytelling. No, it's not.
See, what I've heard is throughout this plot is like it goes for the first 15, then it goes back.
Yeah.
And then it goes another 5, and then it goes back. And then it gets to the police station, and she's like, oh, sorry, you don't understand what the gravity of the situation is.
Let me go back and explain.
Back again. I think I was not in. But not even not in. I was just like bouncing all over the place, like... What is going on? I understand it's not linear. It's meant to be from Harley's point of view, that she's crazy, so all of her thoughts are a bit scattershot. But as a viewer, I was kind of watching it going, I don't know if I'm into this. And it wasn't until like it became linear that I actually became more invested, because I could actually invest in a scene.
The first, like, I want to say the first act, but some of the second act is manic. Like in the way
you just never stop.
Yeah, you can't. You forget which point in time you're in.
Now, manic can be fun. Manic can lead to excitement and energy. But if it's done in the right way, it's the structure of the situation. Like, I think the stakes get lower every time you go back. Like, you show us a scene, and then you have to show us the whole backstory to get to that scene.
Exactly. So we know where we're going to end up, and at a certain point, you're just like, I get it. Just tell me what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, the Huntress backstory is quite... Like, it's
literally just thrown in there in like 60 seconds.
Exactly.
Like, the Bertinelli massacre. Okay, moving on.
It's just there. And I feel like you could have got that just from the way the character acted throughout the rest of the film.
I think the main thing that stood out to me that I loved about this movie is that it feels like a universe that's lived in. And this is the first DC world. Now, I think for someone like me who knows these characters, that really paid off.
That's fair.
I understand all this. Like, I'm like, you don't need to tell me all this stuff. I understand, obviously, you need to tell people, but I love the fact that she's like, Roby, me and Roby have had a fun time. Like, there's definitely a bit of history between all of these characters.
Yeah. And
I quite enjoy that. It feels like Gotham. Like, things have just happened.
Gotham is good in this.
Yeah, it just happens. Whereas, I think in the previous one, say Justice League, or it doesn't, like, Gotham is nothing. Like, it's not a city.
No.
You kind of just get dropped in, this thing happens, you just get pulled out.
It could be Manhattan, it could be Detroit, it could be anywhere.
But that's also a detriment, because if all these things, if there's history there, you do have to have and there's a Bertinelli massacre, okay, now moving on, and then you have the Huntress, and then...
Yeah, but also, this has the problem that all the DC solo films have, which is, where the fuck is Batman?
If there's not even one scene, you think there's a whole army at the end of this movie that turn up, and Batman wouldn't be like, here lads,
she blows up a chemical plant
in Gotham. Ace chemicals,
and he's just not there.
Well, look, Robert Pattinson, he's getting the suit on, he has to go to that photo shoot.
That's true. He has to put that gun on his chest.
He's reloading. It's just taking him so long
because it's in half. He has to cut all the bullets in half.
There's 1 bullet, 2 bullet, 3 bullet. I'm going to kill some people outside an opera.
Oh, the people in my periphery are fucking dead, lads. That's a bit of Batsuit talk.
No, what can you do? So you have all the introduction of Harley, and immediately, like, Harley is the carrying force of this movie. She's the driving force. But that's good, because Harley's your biggest star. Unfortunately, she's your biggest star from a movie that was bad 3 years ago.
Yeah, but I do like that she's... Like, Margot Robbie is sticking with this.
Yes.
And she's just like, no, I like this character.
And she's good. Well, obviously, she's Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie. But, like, even, like, this is a much better... Even from Suicide Squad, this is a much better Harley. This is a a Harley that is written and directed to be Harley.
She could easily be grating, but she's not.
She's not.
Which is the biggest compliment you can give.
Yeah, and she could easily be there just to be sexy and crazy.
Yes.
Which she was in Suicide Squad.
Well, a lot of people had complaints now, Sean. Now, I don't want to name names, right?
Yes.
But I would assume a lot of people with neckbeards.
This film got woke and went broke. Is that what they're saying?
Well, the issue they had was, if they had just made Harley sexy,
yeah,
more people would have showed up. I just want to say.
Yeah, there was a good thing written, and it was the male gaze versus the female gaze, which is that in Suicide Squad, Harley is wearing like these tiny little short shorts and fishnets and a real tight fitting clothing. Whereas
she's in the rain all the time.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Sure, why wouldn't
she? Why wouldn't she?
Everyone else is bone dry. But in Birds of Prey, she's wearing what she would want to wear because she's like, that's fun.
That's what Harley would wear in the comic books.
Yeah, she'd just wear the shit that she likes.
That whole thing is fascinating because we even see at the start in the cartoon, like Harley's original outfit is head to toe covered.
Absolutely.
In a Harley Quinn outfit.
It's a full jumpsuit.
Like it's completely full for the animated series. Like, it was only literally, I think, in the Arkham series.
The Arkham one was the first one to do the like Lolita kind of.
That they took it all away, but we've talked about that. We did a Harley Quinn Hero Zero. She's way more interesting because the idea is that she's this absolutely like beautiful human being, right? Mm-hmm. Who's a genius.
Yeah.
And like she's a gymnast, and she's meant to like. It even said like she's like she was the homecoming queen in her school, and she's like the most beautiful person.
She had
in the whole
everything
school.
going for her,
and she just dresses head to toe in makeup, completely covered. You can't see.
And even the makeup isn't like winged eyeliner and red lipstick.
It's just a big white face.
White face.
Yeah,
like it's.
And I think she's way more interesting as a character, that she doesn't give a shit about any of that stuff.
Not at all. She'll do what, like, she likes dressing like that, and that's it.
She's just a maniac.
Yeah. So that, this movie does a really good job of showing Harley being Harley.
Yes.
The Joker is also mentioned every 5 minutes.
That's an issue because nobody likes Jared Leto.
No, they got a body double to do his bits.
But also, like, he's the worst part of the movie, the previous.
Yeah, but the plot of this movie pretty much hinges on, the Joker is gone, now we can kill Harley.
Yeah,
because she has made a list of enemies.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
But that I kind of enjoyed that. That's what I mean, like, Gotham is lived in. Like, that's what would happen.
Yeah, I get you there.
Although they're talking about something that we have not seen. Like, they're like, the Joker's so scary. He's so feared.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a shit about Jared Leto.
Yeah, like we all know of, like, from the comics and The Dark Knight, the Joker is a force to be reckoned with.
Yes.
No one wants to cross him.
Like, even the animated Joker, as you said.
Exactly.
Like, nobody's killing Mark Hamill Joker. Or nobody's touching Harley Quinn
while Mark Hamill Joker
is alive, because he will kill you.
Exactly. But in this, it's like everything we've seen of the Joker in this universe has been pretty much he's just a thug with a Lamborghini.
And he's got damage on his head.
I have a question about that later, actually, about the Joker's presence in this movie.
Okay.
But I want to wait just until we get to later on in it.
Okay, so yeah, as I said, the first 15 minutes, Harley gets emancipated.
Yeah.
She goes free. She moves in with Doc. Doc takes her in. He's a
good
lovely
old
man.
Doc. Doc's the best.
He'll never turn on us, Doc. But this is our first rewind.
Yeah.
Because we have to go back to Renee Montoya, and also she buys a hyena, which she names Bruce during this.
But that's just...
but yeah, then we have Renee Montoya. That goes back. We see the first killing of Huntress.
Yeah.
And she's going around killing all the mobsters. Wouldn't be like her.
Now, I did like that because I remember your Huntress Hero Zero.
Helena Bertinelli has like the most fascinating backstory.
You could do a Huntress movie.
Yeah,
is the thing.
I was actually thinking that you could, but also it's just her going around killing people. That would be hard to, like, I don't know, empathise with.
I get you. But if you do John Wick Huntress movie,
actually, that's pretty good.
Yeah, man.
That's pretty good.
Which were the fight choreographers for John Wick on this film?
Yes,
that's why I love the fights in it.
Yes,
yeah,
you can see it. But yeah, and that's the introduction of Renee Montoya and Huntress, same scene.
Yes, because Renee Montoya is investigating
the killings.
The
of
series
all the
of crossbow
monsters.
killings.
Yeah, of all the crossbow killings,
Yeah.
yeah. But she kills the other 3 normally and then kills that guy with the crossbow.
Yeah.
Because she wants to make it as slow as possible.
Yeah, and she wants to make a point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Point like a crossbow.
Ooh, what does a crossbow fire?
Bolts.
Yeah. A lot of people say arrows.
Oh, I've played some video games.
Oh, you've watched Arrow.
I've watched 1 season of Arrow. Yeah, and then you have the party, and this is our first introduction of like Harley just being a fucking. I don't think she's likable at all in that scene.
No,
but she's not meant to be.
No, and she doesn't want. She's not trying to be.
No, she's just fucking getting pissed and just having a fun night.
Yeah, that's what she would do.
But it's like we're all just watching her sober. Yeah. You're hanging out with your drunk friends.
This is Margot Robbie talking to the extras and the cast and crew.
Yeah,
that's not true. I'm sure she's lovely.
I think she's a nice woman.
Yeah, she seems nice.
She breaks that guy's legs.
Yeah, she breaks the driver's legs.
And that is how Black Canary gets her job.
Yeah, like Black Canary in this.
Yes, Journey Smollett-Bell.
Yes,
I think she's the next strongest character, I think, for me.
Character or actress?
Actress and character,
okay,
I think, in this. In all of the Birds of Prey. I think Black Canary is a really good character.
I like that they went, spoilers, they went meta-human with her.
Which is good.
Yeah, like it's a natural ability she has. It's not...
But she hides it.
Yeah. But she's a singer as well,
yeah,
which is cool.
And so
she becomes the new driver.
She becomes the new driver, and that for Black Mask.
Black Mask.
When do you want to talk about Ewan?
Let's talk about him right now.
Let's talk about Ewan.
He plays a slimy psychopath really well in this.
Yes.
I have no problems with his performance. It's different from the Black Mask of the comics and the animated shows.
It is very different until the very end scene where he gets the mask on and then he's just completely terrifying.
Exactly.
He's like, let's kill them.
But yeah, because the mask isn't always on him.
No, well, that's because we said that though. It's Ewan McGregor. You can't have the mask on.
Exactly. I'm just going to get this out of the way. Do you think if Jared Leto had been better received that this character would have been the Joker? Because he's very jokery.
Oh, I never even thought of that.
Because he's so weird and he
Yes.
doesn't give a fuck. I just feel like it would have been, the Joker and Harley broke up and now Joker wants to kill Harley. I think you could drop that
I
character
can definitely
in.
see that. I can definitely see them going that way.
Yeah.
If it had been received better. I like that it is Black Mask. Now, like in the comic books, Black Mask can be a bit crazy.
Yeah.
My favourite scene is, have you seen Under the Red Hood?
Yeah.
When he's like, when Batman and that guy get here, I want a party waiting for them.
Yeah.
And he's like, by a party, I mean a whole bunch of guys ready to kill them.
But like he's like intimidating in this movie because he doesn't give a fuck. Yeah, he's a pure psychopath.
Yes.
And I like his relationship with Victor Zsasz.
Victor Zsasz is in this as well. First introduction of Zsasz.
Yeah, first time we've seen him in a movie.
There was people complaining that Zsasz had to be more intimidating as a character.
I think he's early Zsasz. He's not covered in scars yet.
He's covered in some scars. So Victor Zsasz's thing is that he has a scar for everybody he kills.
Yeah, and his body is covered in them.
Yes.
Like head to toe.
And he's just a serial killer.
Yeah.
That's his main thing. So I enjoy the fact that he's here. People were complaining more so that like Zsasz is probably bigger and he's probably like more just intimidated at like 6'2" or 6'3".
See, I like him as a wiry...
And he's just a killer.
Yeah, like he doesn't even give himself time to eat.
No, he doesn't care.
He's just on to, who am I going to kill?
Yeah.
And I think he likes Black Mask because Black Mask just lets him run wild with it.
They work really well together. I really like them.
Yeah, I love when he gets jealous.
Yeah.
Like, because I don't know. It's like Black Mask is the one person he wouldn't kill. Like, I think he vaguely considers him a friend.
And Black Mask wouldn't kill him or have him killed.
Yeah, but I think it's more that Zsasz is a tool for Black Mask.
Yeah, okay.
Like, he'll cut a man's face off.
Oh, he will. That's our first introduction to the two of them.
Is that a Zsasz thing? Does he usually cut a face off?
He'll cut anything, man. He's
right.
Victor Zsasz.
That's fair.
He'll cut faces, legs, arms, it doesn't matter.
No, I like those characters and I can't wait to see more of them in the future.
Oh, absolutely, both of them.
Both of them. We'll get on to that later.
And so this is then our introduction of Cassandra Cain. This movie, as I said, first half an hour is just introduction.
Yeah.
You have names above their head as well.
Yeah.
What did you think about that?
Don't hate it. It plays into what I've written down. This movie feels like Suicide Squad plus Zombieland plus Deadpool.
Yes. That's what it is, plus John Wick.
Yeah. Which, not bad combinations apart from Suicide Squad.
Maybe just leave Suicide Squad alone.
Zombieland, Deadpool, John Wick.
Pretty good movie.
But, you have the ensemble team, you got the kooky goings on.
And so this is kind of where the plot comes in, and it's the MacGuffin. There's a MacGuffin that's been swallowed by the MacGuffin.
Cassandra Cain swallows a diamond
that has the Bertinelli treasure written on it. Or engraved into it.
Engraved into the diamond.
Yeah.
Now, I remember there were rumours on like Reddit and stuff that in the early drafts of the script that diamond held a USB stick with Black Mask stick pics on it.
What?
Yeah.
Where did you read that?
On
Reddit.
Yeah.
The source for all true stories.
It was on r/DCEU leaks.
Of course. Was it a picture of him taking a leak?
No. It was a picture of his penis.
Oh, Ewan McGregor or just Black Mask?
Both.
Count me in.
Having a fun time.
Zaz is like, yes. I can chop that off.
He'll chop anything off that man.
He's a maniac.
So Cassandra Cain swallows the diamond.
Yeah.
And
Black Mask is after it, and everybody's after it. So everyone's after Harley, and everyone's after the diamond.
Yes, because Harley takes Cassandra Cain.
Well, this is he kidnaps Harley.
Yes.
And she's like, I'll get the diamond back.
What's it called? Interrogation scene.
Yes.
That's unreal.
Because she just starts saying everything he's going to do before he does it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we've been over this.
Yeah, like she knows him.
Because it's a world they've lived in. That's kind of like what I like. That was the scene where I was like, oh, they know each other.
Yeah.
Although I didn't like the grievances thing that came up beside his name.
Yeah, I think they had the graphic.
They had the graphic for everybody.
Yeah.
Some of them aren't even funny, but some of them are okay. Some of the jokes land, some of them don't land.
That's the thing, but I think if one of them kind of lands, you need to do all of them so that it's a cohesive
One says
thing.
Vote for Birdie? Like, in about 6 months.
That's a dated reference.
Nobody's going to care.
Not at all. But I always get the feeling that Ewan McGregor's Black Mask is just dangerous. Like, at any minute, he's going to throw a knife through.
He could snap.
Yeah. And that scene is great because he's just sitting back eating popcorn.
And he just has his hand. He's like, yeah, go on.
Yeah, just do your thing.
He sways.
Pretend I'm not here.
Just go on, do your tang, Zaz. Yeah. Do your tang.
And then as soon as she mentions, I'll get you the diamond.
Yes, and this is probably this is kind of where the story actually
gets going.
Like up until this point, it's all set up. We've seen the diamond getting swallowed. We've got introduced to all these characters. We've gone back about 4 times to get all these different backstories.
Yeah.
And to be fair, at this stage, I wasn't fully in. Not even fully in, but I was just kind of like hanging on. I was like, okay, come on, let's go now.
Yeah. I'm ready.
Yeah, like you've done all the setup. I'm here. Yeah. Like, let's go. Right, so then we turned up to the police station, and this looks fucking beautiful.
This is unreal.
Whoever decided to give her the colouring, the coloured, what are they called?
Bandolier?
Yes.
No, yeah, like there's a non-lethal sandbag thing.
Yes. But they blow up in different colours or glitter or sparkles.
Yeah, they all do different things.
Yes.
And there's she has 7 of them, and she hits 7 dudes with them.
Yes, and then she's just killing everyone with the gun.
Yeah.
In between.
It's seamless. It's acrobatic. It's not punch cut.
It's wide shots.
It's wide shots. It's a flow of fighting.
Yeah.
It's very John Wick.
It's John Wick, but with Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
So John Wick is all systematic. Get the gun, take away the ammo, then beat you down, break your bones.
Someone said to me, John Wick is like the parkour version of a gunfight, in that it's the most efficient way to do it.
Yeah.
Is what he does.
Whereas she's Harley Quinn, so she's going to be gymnastic. She's going to be flippier.
Yeah, and she's reactive.
Yes.
Like, if she's swinging over that side, she'll just continue the swing, do a flip, and land on you.
Yeah.
Like, it's much better than how she is in Suicide Squad, where she's objectively just swinging a bat.
And she's the best at swinging a bat, but you're just swinging a bat.
But she's on that team for a reason.
Yes.
Because she's a fighter that you can't predict And she's a brilliant gymnast.
She's a brilliant gymnast, and also she's an incredible fighter. Now, in the comic books, I don't know if she's this good at fighting, but that's completely fine. If you're going to be in a movie and you're going to have a scene that's going to be like this, just make her Harley Quinn John Wick.
Because it's unreal.
Yeah, and because it makes her, as you said, her introduction to Suicide Squad make way more sense retroactively.
Yeah.
To now look at this and go, oh, that's what she can do.
Because if she can't do that, she is a liability on the team.
Yes.
If she's just unpredictable, that's not enough to be in a special ops unit.
Yeah, and so this scene actually like just has levels. So you see her going through the station at first, and then she's like, where's Cassandra Cain? Guy says cage 6 or whatever, or jail 6. Then she comes down, the sprinkles turn on because she breaks the computer, and so then you have, it's like a whole it's another set piece, just within the set piece,
and like even the lighting in this is gorgeous.
Yes,
like in this whole movie it's gorgeous, but in this piece in particular, like it goes from the fluorescent lights of the police office stairs, and then you're in this dark blue lit like lock-up area.
And it's like a video game.
It really is.
She gets to the next stage, and then all of the villains are like, that's a mission in Batman Arkham City.
Yeah.
Like you walk into the jail and all the cells open,
and they just,
and you have to beat all 7 of them before you get out.
And she does,
but it's fucking great at how she does it.
Oh, the bat work! Like
nice.
There's a bit in this. It's might be my favourite bit in the film.
Oh, I think you're thinking of the next stage.
Am I?
Yeah, she with the baseball bat.
Yes, sorry. No, I'm jumping ahead because I love this.
You got excited.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. She still has the gun at this stage, but she's out with bullets.
Yes.
So she's just swinging, and then the gun breaks. She breaks the gun off a guy's head and uses the broken bit of gun to beat up the other guy.
And then Robert Pattinson puts it in his bat suit.
I'll fix that for later.
I'll have that now.
I need some bullets.
Waste not, want not, Alfred.
Now get me some bitches with pearls. I'm going to do some shooting, Alfred.
I love it.
So she moves on to the next stage, and it's literally like a video game. So then she gets into the evidence locker because Cassandra Cain runs away.
Yeah, because she would.
And she doesn't know why all these people are after her, or what the fuck is the story. And so she runs away. They go into the evidence locker, and then the more mobsters turn up because everybody's after the diamond now.
Yeah, and
there's a 500k hit on Cassandra Cain.
Yeah, but also like Black Mask has sent them after Harley as well.
Yes,
because he figures, look, Harley will get the diamond, and then I'll have the diamond and I'll kill her, or all these other people will kill Harley and then get the diamond for me.
Somebody's getting the diamond and bringing it back,
and Harley will be dead.
Yeah, boy, yeah,
it's win-win
situation. So they're in the evidence locker, and I think this is like literally the only thing I had that was an issue was her hair was dry. I was like, I wonder if they'll have her hair wet. The next scene, her hair is back dry. And I'm like, guys, just have her in the same way. I know she's in the dry, whatever.
She went through a superheater.
Ah, yes, of course, the superheater.
every station has one.
But this is like a whole different fight scene, different set piece. She beats them in different ways because she's she doesn't have the gun anymore.
Yeah.
And she just is trying to protect Cassandra Cain as she fights.
Yeah, it's much more defensive, but still manic.
Yes. And then you have the baseball bat, which she fights.
Finds a baseball bat, and she's delighted.
Continue.
And what follows can only be described
as class.
As fucking unreal, lads. Because she's just beating the shit out of people with a baseball bat. But
which is Harley Quinn.
But the baseball bat is like an extension of herself. Like, it's so natural to her.
Yeah.
That every impact, like, she'll hit him out with the bat, let go of the bat so it spins around, grab it and swing it into another guy. She throws it off the ground at one point.
Smashes it off the guy's face and bounces it back into her hand.
And then swings around again to hit it.
Which, to be fair, if she was that trained with a bat, like, if that's all you had for years, you would become the greatest batsman ever in a fight.
Yeah. And it is a nod to, specifically in the Arkham games, she uses her hammer a whole lot.
A mallet.
Yeah. Yes. Sorry, like a carnival
Which
mallet.
she gets later on.
She does get later on.
Yeah.
But she's the best with that.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't she be the best with what is essentially a smaller mallet?
It's the equivalent of the Green Arrow. Like, he's the best bowman in the world.
Yeah, but he's also real good at darts.
Yeah, but like her weapon of choice is a bat or a mallet.
Yeah,
and it's just something that you swing. So she becomes the best at getting the weight and how to fight with that perfectly. Even during that fight scene, I think there's a bit where she like hits a guy on her left, and then she swaps hands mid swing to her left hand.
Yeah,
and then swings the guy to the right.
Like,
she's swapping hands constantly. She's twirling around her back as she's fighting.
And what's great about that is Margot Robbie was a producer on this film,
yes.
So I'm sure she sat down with the fight choreographers.
Yeah,
and is like, right, let's figure out, because then she can put in like, this is what I can do, and this is what we could, work on. And
it's seamless, which is. And the more I watch, the more that's how Harley Quinn would fight. That's Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
On screen.
Like, just seeing Harley Quinn fight like that is worth this movie.
Yes.
I think.
And so after the police station scene, you have her and Cassandra. They're bonding. They go back to Doc. Doc would never betray them.
Do you know where we'll be safe now?
Doc.
With Doc.
Good old Doc.
Oh, Doc.
Oh, Doc, you betrayed us.
What have you done to me? I was rooting for you, man.
That's 32 special. Extra spice. Then Doc sells them out, Sean. I don't know if you know this, but Doc sells them out.
Doc he's not to be trusted.
He's not to be trusted.
It turns out.
Like all medical professionals.
And like, she's had like 2 scenes with Doc.
Yes. But you already like him because he's low and slower.
He's just like a little fucking old man. He's not even that old. But he's just a man.
Like 40.
Yeah, but he's lived a life. And you just want the best for him. But then he betrays him.
And then you want him to die.
You do. She's real cut up about it.
But she's not even angry. She's just cut up.
I feel like this is like... She doesn't have the energy to be angry. I feel like... I don't know.
Nobody loves me.
She's just tired of it.
Yeah, everybody she knows doesn't like her. Betrayed her.
All she has is this child she's essentially kidnapped.
And to be fair, her and Cassandra get on well. I think that's really good. They've got good chemistry, the two of them.
They do.
Even though that's not... But, like, it's just a kid. And I like the fact that the kid, through the whole thing, is just like, I love your house. Oh my God, this is so cool. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, and she's like so down in her luck, and she just gets this bright spot that's just like, you're really cool.
Yeah, the kid like doesn't see all the cracks.
No,
she just sees colour and you have your own house.
Yeah, wow, this is so cool. And a hyena.
No, it's not Cassandra Cain is the thing.
But that doesn't matter.
Yeah, we'll take it as this version. But it's like, do you know? I forget her name, but she played X-23 in Logan.
Yes,
that kid is like. Angry at the world.
True.
This was a breath of fresh air, because it would have been very easy to have someone angry at the world and crazy Harley Quinn, but to have, you're cool.
Yeah,
that's nice.
She's just like, why are all these people after me? This is so cool. You're so cool.
Yeah.
And I think the best thing you can say about it is that the kid actress, she's really, really good.
That's the best you can ever say about a kid actress.
If they're not annoying. And not only is she not annoying, she's actively good.
Yeah, she excels in this role.
Yeah.
And we might see more of her.
I hope so. Well, I think she'd probably have to get darker if she wants to go full Cassandra Cain.
There's nothing stopping her.
Break her other arm.
Break both arms. And legs.
And legs.
Cassandra Payne.
Write it down, lads. DC execs are like, fucking
Jesus, lads.
Nailed this. Get a focus group in. So yeah, Harley's home is then blown up.
Yeah,
because Black Mask learns where she is
from Doc.
You also get the introduction of Huntress in this.
Yes, you do.
Her grown-up version of herself.
Yeah,
and
motorcycle
then
helmet.
Then they very shortly go, this is Helena Bertinelli. Do you remember from an hour and a half ago?
That's her. That's the same person.
That's her. Okay, now moving on.
Played by Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
True.
Who can do no wrong.
You love her?
Yeah, she's great.
Well, that's good. I didn't think she was that great in this.
Lads.
I mean, I understand that she's playing socially awkward.
That's the thing, and I think like borderline on the spectrum.
Yeah, because she grew up with 2 assassins who probably just didn't talk to her.
Yeah, she doesn't know how to be around regular people,
no.
I think. Which, like, is fine. But there's little things, like, she practices her kill speech.
In the mirror. I think that was the one time where I was like, oh, I like this.
Like,
yeah. Don't you know who I am?
Like... You would want to practice it, I suppose.
So yeah, then she rings Black Mask and she organises the big setup for the final action scene.
Very good of her to do.
Very good of her. We're going to Act 3 here now, Robbie, right? I'm going to need you to turn up. Right? But in fairness, it gets them all to the fun house or madhouse. I can't remember what it was called.
It's Amusement Mile, isn't it?
Sorry, Amusement Mile, yeah. Jeez, that's very... On DC of me. Come on,
I
now,
know.
Connor.
Come on,
pick it up.
Oh, the circus place.
The little Dickie.
His parents are still on the ground.
Batman loves guns, though, doesn't he?
He really does. He's mad about.
Back to that.
Very close to his heart.
Yeah, look. But yeah, they have the whole meet-up, and this is where all of the characters kind of reconvene.
Yeah,
now,
all of our protagonists.
Now, we haven't really covered Huntress and Black Canary and Renee Montoya in detail in this review, but I think it's because the movie kind of flies by them as well.
Really, it does. It's not a Birds of Prey movie, really.
No.
Up until the third act starts.
The most you probably get is with Renee Montoya.
Yes, but also, like, she is...
Rosie Perez.
Yeah, Rosie Perez, but she is not written super well, I think. They lampshade it as well, in they're like... Everything you say sounds like it's from, like one of those Lethal Weapon.
But that doesn't make it right.
No, yeah. But, like, she just says cliche lines a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And I think she's a good enough actress that you could do really meaty stuff with her.
And Renee Montoya is a good enough character that you could do that.
And that character has backstory and future. Like, even if it's not in this universe, like, she goes on to do things. And I don't see this version of the character doing that. No,
weirdly, I think as I liked Black Canary and Harley together, and I liked Harley and Cassandra together.
Yeah.
But I didn't think they had much chemistry when they all came together. As like a 5 or a 4 or whatever.
Is that a question of like there's too many personalities?
Not even that there's too many personalities that we haven't seen enough of.
Okay,
you can get away with, say, if you know 4 characters and you've got one who you don't really know.
Yeah.
But then you've got one character you really know and 4 people you kind of don't know, and they're all just in the same group.
Yeah, I do get what you're saying there.
And just in the chemistry point of view, I think it worked on an individual level, but seeing them all together, I was kind of just like... I really like Black Canary in this. Like,
she's very good.
And I really wanted more from that character. Like, just to see more or see the backstory of how she got her powers. When did she realise she had her powers? Something like that.
Yeah.
Or just, like, have a scene where she's a kid where she screams accidentally and, like, breaks things.
Yeah, like, unfortunately with this film, and I know we say not everyone needs an origin film, but this feels like we've missed origin films and we're jumping into this film. Yeah, it'd be like if we didn't see Captain America and Iron Man before watching the Avengers.
Now, that can be done in regards to Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
You have all these characters and their backstories are explained by them.
Yes.
Where Drax is like, oh my
God. Or they're
God.
just not explained.
Yeah, they're just there. Like Groot and
Rocket.
And Rocket just are there.
Yeah, and you just take it for granted.
And so... The problem is with this though, their backstories are way cooler. So they have to introduce them.
Their backstories are way cooler, but they kind of give a backstory, and that's worse than not giving one.
Yeah. Like the half-hearted. Helena Bertinelli gets the most backstory, and then the least amount of screen time as an adult.
Yeah,
which is even weirder. Like Renee Montoya and Black Canary get the most screen time as adults, but they don't get any backstory. And her Huntress gets all the backstory, in 2 shots.
Yeah, but none of the strength.
And none of the strength when she arrives in full time. She's just a killer.
Yeah, it's a weird balance. I wonder, is there stuff that was left out of this movie?
But it would have to be.
First of all, 1 hour 45 for a superhero movie.
It's a brisk pace.
It does seem short, you know. I wonder, I'd like to see what's cut out of it.
So, yeah, you have the meet-up and the final scene. They kill Zaz.
Yeah, I like Huntress kills Zaz.
I like that she sellotapes her to the toilet. That's so dumb. That joke, if you were 16, that is the best thing that's ever happened.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? But even I was like, that's such a dumb Harley thing to do. Like, I need you to shit yourself. Right? I'm attaching it to this toilet until that happens.
I mean, like, she gets results.
She gets results. And then Zaz turns up. He finds out Black Canary has been basically, they're in undercover.
Yeah.
Not even undercover.
But she's been working with Montoya.
Yeah, a little bit. And he's really creepy. Like,
yeah,
when he finds out, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's like, this isn't going to end well for somebody.
So he chopped off those people's faces.
He did.
So it's not great.
Let's remember, that man will chop off anything.
We didn't talk about that scene where he was like, ooh, is that a snot bubble? I've changed my mind.
Yeah.
Kill them.
That is, and when he has the shrunken faces in his room, and he's just like, and now they're in my room. Ew.
So weird.
He's a lunatic.
It's just on edge. It's just as you're watching, you're like, fucking hell, this guy could do anything. So yeah, they have the big meet up. This is the final act, the big fight scene. What did you think of this?
We got some of that CGI fog back.
Yes. Well, do you mean on the pier?
Yeah.
I'm talking before that. There's there's once again, there's three levels. There's two major fight scenes of this, and they like tree level it.
Well, okay, what do you think of the Black Mask?
I love it.
It's such an intimidating design.
I really think that's fucking great. And like, obviously I understand you've got Hugh McGregor, you have to show Hugh McGregor. He's a handsome man.
Handsome man.
Great hair, and he acts the shit out of being crazy.
He does.
But when he puts that mask on, there's a completely different vibe.
He's much... maybe it's that you can't see like the subtleties of his face, but he just looks like a monster.
But I understand why you wouldn't put it, because you didn't know. I forgot it was Hugh McGregor once the mask came on in a weird way.
I get you, yeah.
Like, it could be anybody that you could just have in that mask. But I really think like the stakes are just like, oh shit, this guy
means business.
Yeah, he's got the mask on, he's got all the gangs, he's there.
Like, again, this isn't my favourite fight scene. I think everything in the police station is is like tops what we see in this. I think most people get their chance to shine in it.
Yes.
Which I don't think the individual birds of prey get a lot of chances to shine outside of this.
There was three... Yeah, this is the scene really where actually you become most attached to these characters.
Yeah.
So, and it's good. You can become attached to a character during a fight scene. That's fine. You just see how they fight. Like, I think the main three stages that stood out to me that I really loved in the first part anyway is the bit where Black Canary's like, this chick is full of rage.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm not full of rage. That's Huntress. And the look on Black Canary's face, just as Jodie Smollett Bell, like, she acts this shit. She's just like, this fucking maniac here, like, fucking hell.
Look what she just said.
There's that. There's the bit where Harley's on skates, and I think
because she's a roller derby expert now.
And Black Canary looks around and she's like, when did she have time for a foot change? Like, doesn't make any sense. And then the bobbin is...
Oh, you need a hair tie?
I love the fact that she's like fighting and the hair's in her face, and Harley's just like, do you need a bobbin? And she just pulls it off her arm and just gives it to her.
And like, that's something a male director would not think of.
No, that's like a scene that would appear, I would say, in less than 1% of every single movie that's ever directed by a guy.
Yes.
But if you're in a fight scene, you've got long hair. Me and you, we've had long hair.
It's a nightmare.
It's a nightmare. You gotta tie that up.
Pull a beanie over it.
Push all that hair in front of your eye.
Then they don't know where you're looking next.
Exactly. If they don't know, you don't know.
But it's such a small moment, but it really sells it.
Yeah.
I've seen some people say that Harley Quinn is like Bugs Bunny in this movie.
Okay.
Because she just keeps dynamite in her car.
Yes.
And she'll pop up on roller skates really quickly.
She's just a maniac. Like, there's no logic.
There's no logic to her. It's pure madness.
Which is Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Technically, like in the comic books, that's what she is.
Yeah, but this movie also is... It's grounded, but it's just not grounded enough for you to buy that. You know, like, it's...
Okay.
It has a level of suspension of disbelief that you just have to be in with.
Yeah, you're either in or you're not.
Exactly. But I like that comparison of her just being a cartoon character.
And so then it goes from that situation, they're just coming out of the funhouse.
Yeah.
And then they're under pressure. Renee Montoya gets shot by Black Mask.
Yes, forgot this.
And then Black Canary does her canary scream or canary cry. And this is the first time we see it.
Looks class.
It looks really good. And she collapses straight away.
Yeah, I like that she's not like full-fledged canary.
No, why would she wouldn't practice it though, because she seems ashamed of it. Like, you can see her going through in her head like, oh, for fuck's sake, I'm going to have to do this.
Yeah, it's like a last resort.
Yeah. And you even not only that scene does do two things. One, it gets them out of there. It shows her canary cry, but also Harley's given the gun with one bullet, which comes into play later on. Which you think, I like how they hug a light on it. They're like, that's going to happen. Like that's going to make a difference.
See that gun?
Important. Now it's been set up. Now you know she has the gun. So wait till later on. Now she has.
Just leave that there now.
and in my head I was like, oh, like obviously that's what she's going to use to shoot. And I like the misdirect later on.
Yeah.
So then you have the car chase scene that she's fueled by the scream or the cry to like on her rollerblades.
Yeah.
At the end of this movie, Harley Quinn is in a car chase on rollerblades.
It's like it's batshit insane. By all accounts, it shouldn't work.
No,
but it's a delightful sequence.
It's just, but like if you've gone through the rest of it, you're just still like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
This maniac would be in a fucking rollerblades just rolling down beside the car. And then Huntress turns up.
Yeah.
And she kind of gives her a little boost. They have a scene where they work together. I think it's the first time they're actually...
like alone together.
Alone in a scene at all.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. A lot of the time, I think Margot Robbie said this as well, Harley Quinn needs someone to play off.
A straight guy.
Yeah. So I don't think... like, I know it's a fight scene or a chase scene, so it might not be that important, but I think anytime she's with someone, it's interesting, because it just highlights how out there she is.
Yeah, because like even during the first 15 minutes, like you forget how crazy she is, because she's the only person she's the only character we have.
Exactly. What we're seeing is just the status quo at that point.
Yeah, until you see Renee Montoya and everybody else, you're like, oh,
who are regular humans. Yeah, by all accounts.
She's the outlier.
Yeah,
she's not the norm. So she chases down Black Mask. He's got Cassandra Cain. The MacGuffin's in the MacGuffin. They're waiting for her to shit out the MacGuffin. No. Right? And so they crash. They end up on the pier. Also, that chase scene is fucking great.
Yeah.
I really, really love that scene. The bit where she keeps slamming that guy's head against the car, or the steering wheel, and the beeping keeps going on.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what it reminds me of. Maybe it's the highway chase in Deadpool.
Right.
Like, you know, where he jumps into the SUV with all the dudes. Just like the manicness of that. But also it reminds me of the animated series in the way the chase is shot.
Okay.
If you get me, just in the... I don't know. Just in the movement of it. It reminded me of the animated series briefly.
That was where I noticed that it was wide shot. Because you know that scene where she slides across the boot as she gets into that car? Like, that's all wide shot. Like, they could have easily cut that.
Yeah.
Like, straight up.
Or like if a weaker director, probably it would have been just a gratuitous shot of her ass sliding across it. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, actually you're right.
You get Todd Phillips to direct that.
Todd, come in. Todd, I think you're the man for this. He's done Joker. Next up, Harley.
Oh, if they make just Harley.
Just really sad.
He just does sad
she
people
sleeps
movies.
in a fridge.
It's so cool.
It's so cool, man. We live in a society, right?
We do indeed.
So she slides across and she like kicks those guys with the roller skates, and I was like, that would really hurt.
Oh, you ever been hit with roller skates?
Like, in the wheels that would fuck you right up.
Oh, you'd be in bits.
No, you'd be in absolute bits. So that fight scene is great, and it's just a really cool, colourful shot, because she's decked out, full yellow, pink, blonde hair,
like a highlighter factory exploded.
Exactly, and they're all just in black sedans, just full black, and she's just fucking them all up.
Yeah, and she's winning.
Yeah,
like,
she's rolling through them all, like. Literally roller derby. And so they set that up earlier on.
Yeah, and
she's an expert roller derby.
And I just thought it was okay, that's fun. It comes into play.
Like, who would do that? That is hanging in the There you go.
Look.
We showed her earlier on.
She's not a Mary Sue when it comes to rollerblades.
Now she can catch a fucking car in a rollerblade. I don't know if that's how it works, but then you have the scene on the pier, and like all the fog is everywhere and there's just shadows.
Yeah.
I thought that was it just looks cool.
It does. And I like
also, that takes all the colour out of the movie. Did you notice, like, she's in shadow as well, you can't really see it. Like, it's been bright coloured for like an hour.
Yeah.
And then it just goes to grey.
Yeah, but it's not a big grey villain fight.
No.
You know, it's not a CGI mess.
No, I mean in terms of, like, they do that on purpose.
Yeah, it's a very deliberate choice, because Harley's not... She almost seems like she's enjoying a lot of it through the whole movie, but she's not enjoying it at the moment.
No.
But I like that he's just hiding behind a statue.
Because earlier on he was talking about his own statue.
Yeah.
It was just like, was it Black Canary? He's like, what's this?
Yeah.
Oh, that's me.
It's me.
That is a statue of me.
Pure. Oh, I love Ewan McGregor so much.
This is where she pulls the gun out and you're like, this is it.
It's a one shot.
She's
Here
got
we go.
one shot.
Eminem.
She just shoots. She gets one shot. She shoots the statue, and then Ewan McGregor's like, well, that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I am embarrassed.
Yeah. Look.
Fair enough.
But then Cassandra Cain earlier.
If I had told you before this movie that I would have ended with Black Canary being blown up by a grenade.
Black Mask.
Not Black Canary, also Black Canary. You would have never believed me. But Black Mask getting blown up by a grenade into several different pieces.
Yeah, you see him explode. Cassandra Cain slips a loaded grenade into his pocket.
Yeah.
And then he's kicked over the side of a pier where he blows up and then drowns.
You think he's dead? I don't think you can drown if there's
no lungs.
His lungs are attached to his head, so I don't think there's any drowning.
He's definitely a dead man, isn't he?
I don't think we even have to answer that.
No.
If he's not dead.
It was a bold move to kill off Black Mask in his first appearance.
I think Ewan McGregor only signed on for one. They're
That's
like,
fair.
Let's blow him up in the most spectacular way possible.
What if he becomes Solomon Grundy?
Oh man, that's great. Ewan McGregor just comes back as everybody.
I would love that.
Oh, there's a Grundy.
He'd be a good Riddler.
He could be. What's the riddle? How did I survive?
I used to be Black Mask.
Figure that out.
And I like the ending. It's very sudden.
Yeah, it's very sudden, but also completely in tune to what we've seen.
Yeah. I wasn't gone in this film, but talking about it again, I'm enjoying talking about it.
I think we always enjoy talking about it more.
Yeah.
I think the movie itself has some flaws.
Yes.
In regards to just, like, I think we've overlooked it, but, also it ends with all the birds of prey all joined together, and Harley and Cassandra.
Those outfits look terrible, by the way.
Awful. They looked way better the first time.
Yeah.
Why are they doing that?
I don't know. Like, is that has to be like a...
The blue, dark blue and black is kind of their thing.
Yeah.
But Huntress has a terrible mask on.
Yeah.
She looked way cooler with the hood.
Way cool. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. That you wouldn't be able to aim super well in that mask, I don't think.
No, you wouldn't. And Renee Montoya is just with them.
Yeah, she left the GCPD.
But she doesn't have a mask, so she's just walking around as like a police officer with a baton.
Yeah.
Yeah, look. And Harley's with Cassandra, and they kind of go off their own way. But
they have the fortune. They split the fortune.
Yes, they do.
And that's how they fund their enterprises.
So, in regards to the movie itself, main thoughts for me are it's kind of like Kick-Ass. Little bit like Kick-Ass.
I get Kick-Ass vibes, actually.
Brutal violence.
Brutal violence and then absurd comedy.
Brutal violence in a cartoon, colourful world.
Yeah.
You also have... I didn't like... The flaws in this movie that I could find were basically all the birds of prey.
Yeah, and it's not even down to them, I don't think.
No, I think as actresses, they're absolutely killing it. They're doing what they can do.
Exactly.
What the script is telling them to do. But just in terms of, like, as we've already kind of mentioned, just origin stories, and just, I don't know if they get the same... I don't know if they get the right amount of screen time.
No, see, I think if this had been called Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey from the start...
Yeah.
I think you wouldn't have such... Like, that complaint would be a minor one. But because it's Birds of Prey... They're not, like, it's not the Birds of Prey.
No, they're like, it's not even the right Birds of Prey light-up. Like,
no.
Batgirl isn't even there. Or
Oracle. Can they use her?
I actually don't know.
Because that implies that Jared Leto Joker shot Barbara Gordon.
Oh, for God's sake. It does. Well, they're doing a Gotham City Sirens. I know that.
Right.
Which... this is very classic DC to release this movie and have the sequel already in production before this one even does well.
Absolutely.
And then they'll have to go back and rewrite Gotham City Sirens to go what the criticism of this one is.
That's the best way to produce films.
Just wait till one comes out.
Make one good one.
But, they're doing Gotham City Sirens, so they have to do Batgirl. But Batgirl, I think, is going to be introduced in Gotham City Sirens, and then she's getting her own movie.
Yeah.
So they couldn't do her in this movie. And also, if you're going to do Batgirl, then it's going to be a long time before you can do Oracle.
Yeah, you can't have Batgirl become Oracle in her first film.
No stakes. First scene. First act, she just like,
opening of the movie.
Tough day at the old Batgirl factory.
At the old Batgirl factory.
Shot.
I certainly, in terms of where this sits for me, I like it more than everything in the Justice League film series.
I think this is my favourite DC movie other than Wonder Woman.
I forgot Wonder Woman. Yeah, Wonder Woman's better than this.
But it's better. I like it more than Aquaman. Like it more than Shazam.
Like
it more than Batman vs Superman, Suicide Squad, Justice League.
Yeah. And I think
it's just fun.
See, it's a lot of fun, but also I think you could easily do a PG-13 version of this. I don't think the R rating is that. Like, I know there's faces cut off.
She breaks that guy's legs.
She does.
Yeah. And there's that fight scene in the police station where she gets the baseball bat. She breaks the guy's leg when he kicks the car door open, and she breaks his other leg on the way down.
Look, Connor, kids are resilient these days. They've all got TikTok.
Yes, TikTok, the same as mass murder.
They've all been on Live Leak.
They all have been there, you know what I mean?
So, I don't know. It didn't feel super R-rated to me.
I think the R-rating, I think it helped it as a movie, but hindered it as
a product.
As a product, as in like people wouldn't go see it.
Yeah, and I feel if Joker hadn't done well with the R-rating, this wouldn't have been R-rated.
I think it felt way more natural as an R-rated.
I think they weren't hampered.
No, I think it was way more natural for Harley to just be like just saying fuck.
Yeah.
And like I didn't have an issue with it, but I can understand why people would be watching this and the violence and be like, what the fuck, like Jesus Christ, this is way out there.
Yeah.
Like what is going on? Why you don't have to curse every second sentence or whatever.
Yeah.
But Harley Quinn is a crazy person, so
and she doesn't care what anyone thinks.
She doesn't care. And so she will break your bones if she wants to. So and I also, I don't know if you could have that scene where Black Mask chops off those people's faces in
Probably
PG-13. Not. So where's your introduction to Black Mask?
He just pops up.
He just pops up.
Hey, I'm Black Mask.
But then I think if it's PG-13, Black Mask is literally just a guy that's like, hey, what's going on? Hey, and you never actually get the bit where like,
he's
also
fear. Yeah,
he's also crazy.
Makes sense. I get you.
Things I didn't like, as I said, the introduction of Birds of Prey, the non-linear storytelling for the first half an hour,
not a fan of that.
Or the first 45 minutes. I could not get involved in that.
No, and I also
and the voiceover.
You're not a fan of the voiceover?
I like the voiceover the first 15 minutes when it was Harley's bit.
Yeah.
Then leave it. Because I think you said at the start, I think it's a crutch. I think...
I think it's a crutch for a clever device.
Yeah, I think it's used if like a screenwriter wants to get something really quickly, but isn't bothered to write a scene. They're just like, Harley, you just tell them. Just tell them that's Helena Bertinelli, their whole family died, and then...
it's nearly the equivalent of, in the Suicide Squad, Captain Boomerang, and then a list of his accolades.
Yes.
It's the equivalent of that, but better.
Yeah. Voiceover, fight scenes were definitely a positive. Cinematography was definitely a positive. I like that it felt like a lived-in place.
Yeah, I agree. It felt lived in. I thought there was some stuff that was just odd that they left out,
like
no Batman.
Yeah,
or even just like is there any reference to Batman in this?
I think she says I got kidnapped by I got arrested by Batman.
Okay,
that was it.
Right. Like, not even that everything has to have Batman in it, but like, I would have liked to see just little in-jokes for the DC universe thrown around, maybe.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Like, it's a lived-in universe, but if it is lived-in, then where's Batman?
Yeah, like in Amusement Mile, there should have been a poster for the Flying Graysons somewhere.
Yes.
Shit like that.
The performances are great. I think that it moves. The plot of this movie just is shifting constantly.
Yeah.
There's never a scene where I'm like, this is getting a bit bored.
Yeah, that's true. And I think the tone is pretty good as well throughout. Like, there's no real dramatic, suddenly you're in a different movie, like Shazam had.
And in terms of the cast, Margot Robbie is obviously fantastic.
Yeah, but we knew that.
Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Can do no wrong. Connor.
What?
She can do no wrong.
Not great in this. But I don't. Once again, it's not her fault.
I think she's
underwritten.
I think if you gave that character to anyone, you would level that complaint against them.
Yeah, I know. I think so. I don't want to insult your favourite person.
Look, have you seen What's that Cloverfield movie she's in?
It's number 2.
Have you seen Die Hard 4? Have you seen Die Hard?
Stop saying have you seen. Journey Smollett Bell, I think she's probably the second best.
She's great.
Rosie Perez is obviously great. And then Hugh McGregor is just having a ball. He's having
fun with it.
He's having a bit of crack.
And he's looking great doing it.
He's always looking well. In terms of just, I just said, it flies by. Hopefully it gets a bit more money over the next while.
I think it's done well the past weekend now.
I want to see more of this, and I think they're going to get scared.
Yeah, I think they need to commit to it, because there's apparently a Harley Quinn series on the DC universe.
Yeah, that's really good.
That's apparently really good.
Yeah.
So like the audience is there. You just need to listen to him, maybe, or not even listen to him, because they all want.
Maybe don't have some feminist propaganda. Maybe.
There you are now. He's got it, lads.
No feminist propaganda. Sexier Harley. Is that all I ask for?
I'm a simple man.
I just want to take just all the power away from women and back to the men.
That would be amazing. Imagine that, like, complaint spots message.
That's in some sort of survey. Do you see him doing
really?
It's like, make Margot sexier.
Well, it's what the people want.
Come on, Margot. Yeah, I think it's a really fun movie. I mean, it's not the best movie ever, but it's definitely a movie I would rewatch again, and I would do that for very little of the DC movies.
That's true. This is a movie that if it came on, I wouldn't turn it off. I probably will watch it like on streaming just for fun one day.
Yes. How many Weebics?
3 with maple syrup.
Oh,
nearly Pancake Tuesday.
Very good.
Yep.
I take 3 with maple syrup. Nearly Pancake Tuesday.
Oh my god. Maybe the real Birds of Prey was the friends we made along the way.
No, it's not.
No.
So, do you want to take us out, John?
Yes, thanks everyone very much for listening to our spoiler special episode of Movie Mondays. We'll be back on Wednesday with Weird News Wednesday, Friday with Hero or Zero, and next Monday with another episode of Movie Mondays.
Yeah.
If you want to follow us, all of our links are down in the description. You can email us at heroesfire_outlook.com. And big thank you to all of our patrons who support us over on Patreon. If you'd like to join those fine people,
we did Batman Begins.
We did do Batman Begins for our $5 plus patrons. So patreon.com/here's-for-your-podcast. There's a link in the description. That is where you can go to support the show. Thank you to everyone who does. We love you.
Good stuff.
Most importantly, tell one human being we exist.
Just the one. So I've been Ciara Lawler.
I've been Sean Mean.
See you next week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.